Court has agreed to decide if the law Congress passed that could banish TikTok by January 19th. They'll decide if it's legal. TikTok is making a free speech argument. Lawmakers are worried about national security and user privacy.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by Schwab. Schwab offers investors choices like full-service wealth management, self-directed investing options, and trading on Think or Swim. More at schwab.com.
To enliven this short day of December, what do you say a trip to the circus? We have a series here about strange, in a good way, jobs. A job at the circus in 2024. What is that like? Alexandra Mancini is the head of wardrobe for Kuza, a traveling show from Cirque du Soleil. Marketplace's Erica Soderstrom caught up with her backstage.
Welcome to Kuza! I'm Alexandra Mancini. I'm the head of wardrobe here on Kuza. In my first year of university, I actually saw Kuza, and I remember being like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. I definitely want to work on fantastical costumes like this. I then went to work at a theme park where it was kind of like second school. We had a figure skating show, musical theater, acrobatic, diving show, and the mascots in the park. And then we also prepped for Halloween events, so I got to learn how to make prosthetics. So it was kind of not the best paid job, but we had a budget to research and develop ideas. So right now what you'll see is everyone hard at work prepping the show for tonight. In each show, you'll see about 1,200 costume pieces. We have 53 artists. Each of them have about 3 to 4 costume changes. So you can see how it multiplies quite quickly. As I was working with more acrobats that started getting hired with Cirque, I started hustling a little bit, and I was very bold. I don't think I would do this now, but at the time I got the artistic director's email address, and I was like, hey, here's my CV, here's my portfolio, can you have a look? I'd love to work with you. And I did that enough, and then kind of got a break, and finally in 2018 I started touring full-time. And then pandemic, so I worked in film for a while. And then when the company relaunched, I started on Kuza. The show that kind of brought me this dream is what I was restarting the world with again. One of the costumes on the show, the Innocents, like the main character, he's wearing blue, beige, turquoise, and orange striped pajama type things. And this used to be knitted out of wool. This artist is on stage the entire show pretty much. Sometimes we're performing in really hot climates. And with wool, you have to dry clean it. And you can only dry clean it once a week because we have shows. So we worked with a textile designer to create the image of knitted wool in those colors on a spandex material that we print. It's sewn to look like it's baggy like wool, and it has the same pleats. But now this costume we can wash every day. We can work on much easier. So operationally, it is much better for the artist and his needs. He actually has 3 costume changes, the trickster character. He also starts the second act of the show as the crooner, we call it, which is the skeleton character. He's doing flips, acrobatics, crazy dance moves, and he's wearing a full-faced mask. He does see out of hundreds of little holes, so we'll ask exactly where his line of vision is, exactly where he needs to see. We'll put more holes there so that his visibility is good, especially under stage lighting. It's super important. It took a little bit of time and interesting circumstances, but once you learn a show, I mean, it's kind of like my baby now. It's always been a dream to work for this company, to work on this show. And sometimes I have to, like, especially on the hard days when you're away from your friends and family, like pinch yourself and be like, no, you're living it. Like, you're here, you're doing it. And a big part of what makes this job beautiful is that we keep moving. And so it's like constantly learning.
Alexandra Mancini of Cirque du Soleil, which is the largest producer of contemporary circus. What's that like? Is the name of our ongoing series. If you work a niche or unusual job, tell us about it. Email morningreport@marketplace.org. I'm David Brancaccio with our Morning Report from APM, American Public Media.